First of all, welcome to the channel and thank you for stopping by. When time permits, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. It is Wednesday morning at 6:15. Take a look at this graphic of the weather. I'll be leaving at 6:30. And it is time to head to Timfest. VTrack 1963 on Instagram. Every year he brings a bunch of us to Custer, South Dakota to ride. And it's time to leave. Unfortunately, this is the rainiest day of the week because that's how I roll out these couple of years. But I'm excited to go. I should only have 3 hours of rain. By that point, I should be past Syracuse and it should clear up for today. I purposely haven't looked at any other days because I don't want to get depressed. My apologies if you can barely see me, but this time of year, it's still dark. It is 64 degrees and raining fairly hard. It took about 10 minutes for the curse of Swabby G to hit me, and now it's time to ride in the rain because you got to get where you're going. "194 miles from home. The skies are not exactly sunny, but they're definitely moved on to partly sunny. Stopped at a Love's to get fuel. Had a couple of crackers for snacks, probably still in my teeth. I think I'm past the rain. As of this morning when I was looking at it, if I could get 200 miles away past Syracuse, I would be fine for the remainder of the day until it gets dark. So let's see what happens, but from here, I'm hoping it'll stay partly sunny and dry. "373 miles, which is pretty decent. It's 12:30. Just had some lunch at Hardee's, and back on the road. Now that I'm past New York, though, this is the very end of New York. If I remember correctly, I'm going to hit a lot of wind. I've had some gusting in the Niagara Falls area, but for the most part, it hasn't been very windy. We'll see how that goes. The bike is a lot heavier than it normally is with all my gear on it. I did pack everything for camping in case I needed to, so it should hold on to the road fairly well, provided I stay away from all the 18-wheelers. Look at that sunlight. It is 62 degrees. But it feels so much better because of the sunlight I've had for the last hour and a half. I really, truly hope this keeps up. Well, after an hour and 15 minutes of going one single mile outside of Cleveland, I'm now 30 minutes down the road. Decided it was a great time to stop, have some peanut butter cups, and just sit down for a minute. Because while I haven't done a lot of mileage recently because of being stuck in traffic, holding the bike up constantly got to be old. Because we weren't stopped all the time. It was stop, go 10 feet, stop, go 10 feet. And anytime I held back, somebody would just pull in front of me. So I ended up just idling the bike, stopping for 10 seconds, idling the bike. I'm surprised it didn't overheat. Remarkably, no problems whatsoever. And while the 790 Adventure R does not have a hard clutch, I did put the one-finger clutch on, and wow, that's great in traffic. Or that's great being stuck in traffic. I was very grateful to have done that. Harley Davidson being chased by a 18-wheeler. Bike has been fantastic. Knock on wood. Never mind, wood substitute. There's no wood here. Just running great. I've been running it really hard all day, and then the first break it got was to sit in traffic for over an hour, and it's been great. Not overheating, just been fantastic, and I hope it keeps it up. I'll probably hit 650 and then start looking for a hotel. I thought that I would hit 7 easy, but That Cleveland experience cost me a lot of miles. Well, finish my bottle of water and get back at it. Now, this is my third year at TimFest. The first year I took my 390 adventure out on the camper van. The second year, Javi bought me a 2014 V-Strom, and I rode that from the Pacific Northwest to South Dakota and then finally on to New York. This year I decided, and I'm regretting it already, that I will ride my bike from New York to South Dakota and then ride it back to New York. I'm just now starting to remember the traffic, how cold it is in the morning, and it's been a bit of a not fun thing today. But let's take a look at the bike and I'll show you what I brought with me. So of course, 8-liter Nelson rig, packed full, absolutely full. Back here, this is new for this trip. This is the 25-liter Nelson rig duffel. And on top of that is, I think, 15 liters. I've got 2 of these. I only needed 1 this trip. And then I've got my Rhino Walk 24 on each side. And I keep breakable things in here because, well, it's covered in foam on the inside and I can lock it. Now, the ride today has been mostly good. It was 191 miles of pouring rain and high winds, but only 191 miles out of 711. And after that 191 miles, it turned into this. For the most part, today has been just fantastic weather. It's been absolutely beautiful. It's peaked at 68, a low of 62, which it is again right now, which honestly is not that bad considering it is September. On my ride home from South Dakota last year, it never hit 40 the entire way. 3 days of riding under 40 degrees. It was bitter cold. I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. Well, I just wanted to show you what I had on the bike, how far I made it on day 1, and tomorrow I'm hoping to do the same number of miles. Oh, by the way, this is 12 hours. I stop at about 12 hours every time I travel. The reason being, I'm not sleepy, but I'm probably not 100%, and I do not want to be jockeying for position on I-90, which is how I-90 goes here, in the dark or when I'm too tired. So I'm going to take those 711 miles, be incredibly happy with them, go in here. I don't know what I'll do, but I will just relax, get up at 5 a.m. and probably start over. All right, I do appreciate you taking a look at this video, and take care.